And a lot of people won't agree with what I'm going to say, but if right now, Monday morning, we go out or we go to Fenerbahce or we let them know that we need Jose Mourinho, I guarantee you, where we're at now, we get Jose Mourinho tomorrow, we will win a trophy.
This is Fenerbahce's current situation under Jose Mourinho. 11 points behind Galatasaray. Isn't that not a similar situation what Arteta is going through in the league? Oh wait, Arteta is 6 points behind, right? They have to win a game to go 8 points behind. But then you look into it. This is Mourinho's first season at Fenerbahce. A side that he took over that finished with 99 points in the league title, losing out to Galatasaray with 102. One of the greatest Turkish teams you will ever see. A team that only lost twice. Fenerbahce lost one game under their former manager, Ismail Kartal. Yeah? They got rid of him to get Mourinho. And you go back into it. It's not good enough. And you go into the Europa League, for example, right? They're not in the top 8. Arteta is in the top 8, top 3 of the Champions League. The 21st. They lose their couple of games, they're out of the competition altogether. They win their 2 games, they might get top 8. That's the manager you want. If you was in Fenerbahce's shoes, if there was a Fenerbahce fan yard man, you'd be telling the guy to sick dirgit. Let's not joke about. You'll be shouting at your bomber class and your pussy-holes and all of this stuff. But if you came to Fenerbahce and you supported Fenerbahce after seeing the season you had last season, you'll be telling him to sick dirgit. Or that he's a Orosbu Belange. That he's a all the Turkish swear words you want to talk about when you speak patois, you'd be using it. I can't believe that. Like, this is like what annoys me about general football fans. Mourinho is the Fenerbahce's level. Yeah, right now, Mourinho last week he was linked with a move to Everton that never sufficed. All the nonsense in the Sky Sports news. He's at Fenerbahce. He's won the Conference League with Roma. That's about it. That's what he's done after Tottenham and United. That's who you want. A guy that went to Tottenham and didn't win nothing because he got sacked. A man that went to United and then it all fell down with them doing what they did. You want him. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Everything is always centered about Arteta when it comes to the fan base. And in football fans in general, everyone's like centered it around like the manager, and the players have got to hold themselves accountable. The ownership has to hold themselves accountable. Edu left the club in November, yet no one is talking about him other than me, bruv.
I mean, what he have to do for me, personally, to sack himself. That's the best thing he can do. That's the best thing he can do. This guy
He's not going to get. He's not going to be sacked. He's not going to leave. Right. So I'm asking a question. What does he need to do?
We need the board, yeah, the Arsenal board, to say to Mikel Arteta, it's not working. It's simple as that. It's not
I'm
working.
going to say that, right? So what do you think they need to do this transfer window?
Sack Mikel Arteta. If he sack him, don't buy no player and sack Mikel. I'm happy. I'm happy because at least somebody will come in with some know-how and get us over the line. You understand? Mikel Arteta is not the manager to do it. You saw competition, because FA Cup, you know that we are the king in the FA Cup. We win it the most out of everybody. Out of every club, we win it the most. What, 14 times? Yeah, Man U is the only team that will be close behind us. Yeah? Hold on. So what I'm saying to you, this is a competition that we're supposed to take in serious, because if you win the FA Cup, it's a trophy. You know what? Mikel Arteta stated that.
It's true, it's true.
They asked him that, for him being here, I'm going to be here 5 years now, and he only won 1 trophy. I know what he turned to the reporter and said, you win 3 trophies. You win the two Charity Shield. Now, what more do you want to see that this manager is?
Everybody's going on about the Charity Shield. If they called it the English Super Cup, like what they're doing with Barcelona, and AC Milan, they won their competitions, right? No one's fucking giving a shit. Barcelona win the Super Cup against Real Madrid, El Clasico, 5-2. AC Milan come back against Inter Milan, they win 3-2. Those 2 competitions, right? They're not that worth anything. They're in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia. But we don't want to celebrate a win against Man City at Wembley, holding the UK, because it's a shield. that the money just goes to charity. You still won the game. You still had that penalty shootout win. Still lifted it and everything. Yeah, we're treating it like it's the Audi or the Emirates Cup. Why is the Community Shield always spoken about like it's bad, but then everybody's interested in the Super Cups? Make it make sense with this country, bruv. Just scrap the Community Shield, rechange it. English Super Cup, second place, Carabao Cup winners, FA Cup winners, Premier League winners. No problem. Or you take away the second place and you put the winners of that competition. Simple.
I don't agree with you that we should sack the manager. No, you're asking me,
Right?
right?
You love Mikel Arteta over your club.
I don't love Mikel Arteta.
I hate that. This is what they always do. It's like even with Arsene Wenger. Even Arsene Wenger, yeah? You love Arsene Wenger more than you love Arsenal. But I appreciate the man. I'm not entitled like you. I can admire what he's done and say he could do better. I can do that. You guys don't. You guys choose not to. Don't get me wrong. Arteta done a lot of things wrong. Yeah? In terms of not buying a player before the big game today. In terms of overplaying some of the players. Not rotating the squad. Now we got these injuries. I can fully admit that. But Kai Havertz misses that sitter. Trossard doesn't get on the end of that cross that Havertz makes. Martin Odegaard misses that penalty. Martin Odegaard scores that penalty, then we're calm. Martinelli offside in the build-up again. You're blaming it all on the manager when the players and the ownership need to be called out for it as well, Yardman. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to dispute him as an Arsenal fan and say to it, he's a bad Arsenal fan, he's a fake Arsenal fan, because anyone that goes to the game, how can they call you fake? How can you call them fake? Or anybody that buys the merchandise and watches the games and has passion. He's passionate. And I like that about him, he's passionate. And I get that, you want to win the league title. We all want to win the league title. But changing the wheels of a car doesn't make it go faster. The fact that we're getting knocked out in the third round or the fourth round every year nowadays in these kind of competitions, whether it be Carabao or the FA Cup, that's not good enough, man. Arsene Wenger used to, even then, in his final season, got us to the final of the FA Cup. Or at least play with the kids. Pause. He used the academy prospects and get to a semi-final or a final. You know, Arteta's track record in the Carabao Cup is not good enough. The 2 semi-finals, it's not enough. You know, I get that point of view that your man gives when it's about domestic competition, because right now it's not looking good for Arteta. That's why, and I back him because of the league situation. I back him because he's getting better in the league, and I think he's prioritised the league of the cup many times. In my opinion, yeah. If we fall out of the top 4 race and we get back to below 70 points by the end of the season, that's when I'll be like, Arteta, I can't do it anymore. I'll be honest. But these, like, winning a cup, it means so much to me, and Arteta's not delivering that at the moment. And it is winding me up a bit. I'm not going to lie.
What would you like to see happen between now and the end of the January transfer window?
Well, we have to go out there and get at least 2 players. Are we talking about 2 attacking players? Yeah? The second thing we need to do is get back Declan Rice into a number 5 or 6. Stop playing to 7 and 8. Get him back to defense.
I can't lie. He played all right as an 8. But maybe he hasn't got the legs for it. Well, I thought he done all right. Bayern did makes a brilliant save. You know what I mean?
Because when he was playing with West Ham, that's what he was doing. He was protecting his back 4. This is why West Ham going to win a trophy. You understand? Now you take Declan Rice. As you can see, the team, we have nobody to protect the back 4. Last season, it was happening. We were protecting them. We was a leaking goal. Yeah? We wasn't losing game that much.
That's a fair point.
This season, we are a shadow of what we were last season. Why? Because it's a free-for-all. When we're talking about a player like Martinelli, when he get the ball, he play it back. He keep on playing it back. And I'm saying it to you, I see the greatest player who ever played the Premier League, Thierry Henry. He was showing it. And the same thing I was saying to you, it's not his fault, it's the manager. Because if the player them keep on doing something over and over, and the manager don't stop them from doing it, yeah, they're going to continue doing it. You don't have an attacking
That's a fair point.
Today, the left-hand side, put the ball over there. Ryan Sterling, come on, and today, look at him doing. He could do that last week against Newcastle. He could do that. He's taking on play. He was the one who created the penalty. He was the one who gave Kai a ball again. And what did he do again? He blew the ball over. He blew the ball over the. I don't know. He's more chance of scoring it than to miss it. I don't know what happened to Kai anymore. He's losing it now. Mikel Arteta still playing him. No, like I said, last season we have the best of Kyle. This season we have the worst of him. And if that's keep on happening, what we need to do is to replace him. Give him competition. Go out there, sign player. Martin Odegaard again. We need somebody who to push him as well. We can't sit down every season and just depend on Martin Odegaard, Kai Havertz. It's not happening. No, Jesus is injured. So we're going to see what he's going to do.
Two players. I'm going for Rally out, so 2 players.
Definitely. Sign us 2 players and see what's going to happen.
Okay, will you be here on Wednesday? Because you said you weren't coming back to this game the other day.
Will I be here on Wednesday?
Still here.
We're playing Tottenham.
Yeah, you'll be here.
I will take some people before I come here.
Look, overall, yeah, like, in the last segment, I totally agree with what he's got to say about that. It's just my opinion is that Mourinho, like, you can't be wanting Arteta out and then Mourinho coming in when he's not doing that great at Fenerbahce. I'm not going to lie. He took on Fenerbahce, a talented side. They signed El Nesri as well. And then they're behind Galatasaray, getting battered by them as well. Losing to Besiktas as well. So we have to sit there and just listen and think that the fans know everything. We don't really. But the board have to do something. The board have to do something. You can't be telling me 70 million is enough to get over the line, to get to 90 points. It isn't. Buying a left back and a centre mid hasn't solved anything. A loan move to Sterling, although he played okay today, doesn't solve anything. I feel like Arteta has been hard down by it, and he's not helping himself in the press conferences. He's not. I agree with that. But to go out there and just get Jose Mourinho was wild. Jose Mourinho hasn't even won anything at Fenerbahce. You know what I mean? And although he's had the success in previous years, 20 years ago and 10 years ago and 2-3 years ago, it's a bit different now, man. It's a bit different. But let me know what you think of your man's interview on AFtV. Let's see how many views it's got. It's got 185k within a couple of hours, man. So it's baffling at the stuff that Arsenal fans do come out with. I've watched Turkish's interview. I've agreed to him. I've watched this interview. I've disagreed with that. But what everyone's saying in terms of the transfer window is spot on. Get 2 attacking players. I wanted a winger because I'm fed up of Martinelli and Trossard. I'm fed up of them. But after the Havertz disaster class of the past 3 games, maybe it's time we get someone different up front and striker. Because he's proven the Chelsea fans right. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's frustrating. We've got Tottenham next. Tottenham just narrowly beat Tamworth. You know? It's really a mess, and that's all on the board. In my opinion, it's all on the board. You can miss chances happen in games, but the board failed to plan. Fail to plan, plan to fail. Simple as. Yeah. Let me in a bit, people. In a bit, I'm out.